Good morning. Hello, YouTube. What's up? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you've had a great time during the Christmas holidays and you managed to relax and rest and spend time with your loved ones and just have fun. I certainly did. However, I regret what I did, and I'm here to make a confession. Before Christmas, I was like, I'm definitely not going to the gym on 24th and 25th of December. Just want to give my body some rest that it really deserves, because I feel like I've been pushing my training for a long time, and now I have aches and pains all over my body, my elbows, shoulders, ankles, and knees, and I definitely need to take some time off the gym. But one thing I'm going to do is that I'm not going to ruin my diet. I'm going to be, watch what I eat and really not overeat or like not do any crazy shit. But little did I know that I would have zero control over my appetite. So what happened is that on 24th of December, 2 days ago, I was just, like everything was fine halfway through the day. And I did go for a walk, and I was just chilling at home. Didn't eat that many calories until sometime in the afternoon. I was just chilling on the couch watching One Piece, and then suddenly I started to I was hungry, to be honest. I think I could have eaten more, but I was hungry, and then I started to think about my the two ice cream pints, Ben & Jerry's, that I had bought a week ago or two. And then for some reason, the thoughts wouldn't leave me alone. I was craving those ice creams. And then I was like, maybe I can have a spoon or two, like two spoons of ice cream. It's not going to hurt anything, And if anything, I hadn't had ice cream for like 6 months. So I was really craving it. And then as soon as I tried the first spoon, it was so delicious that literally my brain stopped working. I just couldn't think about anything else other than the ice cream in front of me. So I went all in. I finished the whole pint. And for the record, each pint of Ben & Jerry's is probably over 1,000 calories. So I finished it in like such a short period of time. And then I was like happy, but then I was like, what the heck did I just do? I start to feel really bad, right? And then I was like, well, there's another pint in the freezer, and I know that I literally just ruined my diet, but I can at least I just want to try the other ice cream and see how it compares to this one in terms of the flavor. And I tried one spoon. That was, another mistake after mistake. I tried the second pint, and it was even more delicious than the first one. And the same thing happened. I just couldn't stop eating. I finished the whole pint. 2 pints of ice cream, over 2,000 calories. And then I was feeling so bad. I regret what I did. But then I started to think that, all right, now that it's come to this, I just lost, it just couldn't be worse than this. So let's continue eating. So I ordered more. I ordered from McDonald's 2 burgers with 2 patties, and then 2 sides of large fries. And then I finished those. And then I ordered some tacos, and I ate those as well. And then by the end of the night, I went to bed at midnight, and I was literally exploding. I had never cheated on my diet like that before, ever. I just don't remember eating that much in a short span of maybe throughout the days, maybe, but not in 4 or 5 hours, eating these many calories. It was crazy. And then the next day I woke up and I went for a walk, and I just had a difficult time walking. It was hard for me to get my steps in. I was out of breath. I wasn't tired, but it was just hard to walk. I came back home, I weighed myself, and luckily, through some unknown mechanism, I hadn't gained weight. Okay, so that made me feel a little bit, just teeny tiny bit better. But still, we're back to our normal schedule now. Not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna buy ice cream anymore and put it in the freezer. Definitely not 2 pints, maybe 1 pint. But even I think it's a mistake, right? Just as when there's nothing, when there are no snacks in my apartment, I'm not gonna cheat because there's nothing to eat. But lessons learned, I have learned that I just can't, your body doesn't peak twice per year. Like you cannot be shredded the entire year. And I feel like 2025, I've been dieting for the vast majority of the year. I've been just, trying to get shredded and then cheating on my diet for a couple of weeks. So like, I've been just going back and forth between like bulking and cutting, and that's a mistake. So I'd like to, for 2026, I'd like to take a more slow and steady approach where I don't go like really deep into a deficit, like into an extremely deficit, extreme cut, but rather I do it, I'm in a slight deficit for 3 days when I train on my rest, and then on my rest day, I will implement a refeed day when I slightly increase the calories, just a little bit more carbs in order not to get those cravings. Because I feel like when I diet hard for a week, then after a week I start to get cravings. I start to think about food and unhealthy food. It's just unhealthy food. That's what I'm thinking all the time. And I go on YouTube, and if you open my YouTube feed, it's like 70% of it is about food. Croissants, muffins, a lot of sugary and sweet stuff, ice cream, burgers, all sorts of like fast food. That's what I watch, in order to get some, I don't know, because there's these like, yeah. And then time for breakfast. I've done my fasted morning cardio. Luckily today I wasn't struggling with getting my steps in. I even walked for a little bit more. And today I swapped oats for cream of rice. Trying out cream of rice for breakfast. It tastes nice. Yeah. Today, is it Thursday? Not sure. It's probably Thursday, 26th of December. I'm going to the gym later, but first we have to do some work. And it's a leg day, so can't wait to see what that massive cheat day did to my strength and whether I can lift heavier. And maybe I film my workout, maybe just a couple sets for this video, but that's pretty much it. Just wanted to make this confession, and see you later in the gym. right, guys. So I've been watching a lot of old school bodybuilding videos, specifically from Jay Cutler. And oh gosh, I just find it so entertaining. After, like, these are the sort of videos that made me start, like, made me interested in bodybuilding. And now, like, I was just, like, this is not boring for me, even though in a way, he's like, to me, this technique like, is like ego lifting because I always keep my arms pretty straight when I do side lateral raises. And there's a reason I'm mentioning this. I just wanted to show, like, and then once, like, god damn, like, look at that leg, like, that's just so satisfying for me to watch. Like, that's what I want to get. Or like when he was like training legs. This is from a leg session, and I just find these so entertaining. These videos are like from 2004. And then on the other hand, we have like these videos, like, I have a lot of, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of respect for Matt Grego. Like, he's done an amazing 5-6 year transformation. But then I'm watching this video, like this YouTube video. Not only is it not entertaining for me, it's just, I find, like, I'm like, these guys are just a bunch of clowns. With all due respect, okay? I respect them. I respect Matt Grego. But it's just, I don't know, it's just so, like, boring. Even worse, this guy is Mr. Olympia. Derek Lunsford.
Back at it today, no pun intended. Today,
like, I watched this video and I'm like so bored. Like, it doesn't hit me, doesn't entertain me as much as when I'm watching Jay Cutler. It's just it was just different vibes, I would say, from 1990 to like 2010. All these Phil Heath, Dorian Yates, Jay Cutler, like, watching these guys train is just so satisfying for me. But you might be asking, why am I saying all of these things? It's because right now it's 8:30 in the morning and it's completely dark. Sorry for the shitty lighting, but I just don't have better lighting. It's just dark outside, and these lamps are like, they suck, I know, but right this second I have pain in my left and right shoulders, both of these elbow joints, both and the forearms, a little bit of forearms, my knees and ankles. I have pain, like, in all of these crucial joints in my body, which is literally affecting both my upper body and lower body trainings. So I've been thinking, like, I've been watching a lot during this Christmas holidays, like the New Year's. I've been watching a lot of Jay Cutler, and I'm like looking at the way he trains. And for years, like, even though those are the videos that got me started, I got into the sort of science-based sort of lifting and the optimal ways of doing things. But that has left me, like, I gained a lot of muscle. It definitely, like, I could achieve a pretty decent physique with that. But, like, now I'm left with a lot of shoulder, like, a lot of pain in my joints. And now I'm going back, like, it just made me think, like, it's time for me to start to, like, because there's no point fighting. Like, I need to change the way I train. And I want to try the old school ways of training. A little bit faster tempo, for example, side lateral raises, I always do it with the straight arm, but, like, I want to bend my arm and do it, like, even doing this right now, like, when I'm doing this, my shoulder, it just hurts. It's that bad. But I have a couple exercises. I have a couple candidates to try out. It's time to level up, guys. I'm in a 2026 new year, right? I need to get rid of this pain. I want to spend as much time as possible in the gym, try to better myself, to get stronger, to build more muscle. I don't want to take deload. I don't want to take forced deload weeks or forced rest days. I was really like, for 30 minutes, I was in the bed and I was wondering if I should take a rest day. It's like a forced rest day, even though I don't feel tired in the slightest. I am actually full of energy and motivation and I want to go to gym. It's just hard not to go to the gym, and I will go. Today's a chest day. I'm not going to train my shoulders, okay? But what I'll do is that, for example, the changes that I was talking about, I'm going to add behind the neck pull downs. Like this is one of the exercises that I've been making fun of because, you know, in science-based community, this is not really optimal, and it might be true to some extent, but it's really good for shoulder mobility and your joint health, and also behind the neck shoulder press. And that's something that I'm going to really start to like focus on, because it just opens up the tissue when you're strong in this position and you're able to go behind your neck and press really heavy. It really opens up the tissue. And last time I tried to do it in my last chest day, and my shoulder mobility was so bad that I could not get a single rep with an empty bar on a Smith machine. It was that bad. And then a couple days ago, I had a massage session. So right now my body is in a better position, but I still have the pain. But I'm going to go super lightweight behind the neck shoulder press. I'll probably won't train my side delts if I feel like there's no pain after warming up, after doing all the warm-up routine, the warm-up sets and everything. If I feel like I can do it, I'll probably do it like Jay Cutler. It's just faster tempo, but lower weight. And then for the red, like I'm not going to really change my entire training program and the methods that I've been using for like a long time. But I have a couple good candidates. For example, for my leg days, the squatting pattern, currently it's pendulum squat, but it could be any other squat. Like I want to stay, because I feel like I go all the way up and there's literally no pressure when I lock out. When my legs are completely straight, there's no pressure. And at the top, I'm like breathing in and I'm like taking a break because the weight is so heavy. So, but what if I decrease the weight? You know, that means there is going to be less strain on my joints, but stay in that painful zone. So you go like, instead of 100% up, you go 80%. And when you're going down, I feel like when I'm completely sitting ass to the grass, when my calves are touching my hamstrings, again, there's really not a lot of tension on the quads. But if I stop a little bit before that, that's where I feel a lot of tension in my quads. So my plan is like, even though I'm decreasing the weight, the tension, the time under tension is still like, it's just going to be more painful. And I will still reach failure and I will still get a massive pump. But I won't have the knee problems as much anymore. So like, yeah, you take a hit because you're not lifting as much weight, but on the other hand, you keep growing, you still keep growing, and you will have fewer injuries. And then I can more easily train because I've been training my legs twice a week, and it has taken a toll on me. Like my knees are not doing well. Today I skipped my morning cardio. I mean, it's minus 12 degrees outside and it's windy. Actually, it's not windy. It's just cloudy and minus 12. It's not because of the fact that it's freezing cold outside. Totally not. But just because my knees are really, really hurting. So I want to give my knees a rest. I'm not going to do cardio in the gym either. No treadmill, no stair stepper, nothing like that. I was actually watching one of the videos from Jay Cutler that I showed. He said that he's doing 3 hours of cardio even on a leg day. 3 hours of cardio. I cannot fathom how he manages to do that, because when I do 30 minutes of stair stepper every single day for 7 days, my knees and my ankles are just crying. They start crying. And then, so surely his technique, like the way he performs the exercise, because he's a volume guy. Like I was watching the video, it's like first squatting, and then leg press, and then front squat, and leg extension, and leg curls, and lunges, and like RDLs, like all of these exercises in the same session. And he, on top of that, he does 3 hours of cardio. Like, how does that even work? Like, that's gonna make me like full of injuries. I'm not able to do that, right? So I think I'm at that point in my career, and I'm also like, because of the age, I'm not some 20-year-old dude who can get away with anything he does in the gym. Which doesn't work like that. I need to take care of my body. I need to do proper form rolling, deep tissue massage, especially for my shoulders, and just properly warming up and everything. So yeah, that was the rant that I felt like, talking a little to the camera. And yeah, I got plenty of things to do for today. I need to practice coding, and I really don't feel like doing that. And I'm not really so there's this nicotine pouch. I'm not really a big fan of these, like, just because I have very low tolerance and they hit me pretty hard. But one thing that I've noticed is that, like, just getting into the zone, just getting started with the coding practice is the most difficult part. Once I find the rhythm, once I get in the zone, then it becomes easy. I can continue doing that for like an hour, 2 hours. But I feel like if I have this, on my gum for like a minute, just a little bit, I'm not like, I don't keep it that much because it hits me very hard. It just makes me very calm, because otherwise I'd be very restless. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about my injuries and like how am I growing as fast or not? Am I eating enough or am I eating too much? Like, I think about all of these things, and whether I'm doing what am I gonna do with my 137 subscribers on YouTube after like being on YouTube for like 6 months? All of these things. It just helps forget all and just try to focus on the task in front of me. And I haven't used, during the holidays for like a week. I haven't used because I didn't really do much. To be honest, I didn't study or anything. So today's the day, and then I still need to go wash my dishes from yesterday and try to cook and meal prep for the whole day, and then I'll go do my chest day. But maybe I'll take the camera with me, and or maybe not. I honestly, I don't feel like it, because it just makes my I'm carrying a lot. I don't want to make it like hard for my joints, like, because I have to carry all the equipment that I have. So it's like heavier for my knees. I feel like I'm getting so old. It's heavier for my knees and my elbows and and shoulders. So not gonna do that. I think that's pretty much the video for today. But hopefully on a different day, I'll show. I think I will show. I need to keep training. I need to make these adjustments, and eventually at some point I will show you how I've changed some of the exercises that I have. And I mentioned it's going to be the pendulum squat, it's going to be the side ladder raises, it's going to be probably the flies for the chest, it's going to be the pull downs. I'm going to do pull downs behind the neck, but also like in general, the pull down, supinated grip. For the arms, probably I won't change anything. I don't really need to change anything for the arms because I think that it's perfect. My arms are definitely a strong point, but like already doing this, I feel a lot of pain here. But this will go away. I have another massage session in a couple days in like a week. I have to wait for a week because nobody's working. I mean, the dude is not working. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for the 1st of January. 2nd of January 2026. I'm making some chicken. I understand it doesn't sound too tempting, but I'll explain just in a bit. I've been eating ground beef for the past 8 or 9 months, and I'm not really joking. It's like every single day, or almost every single day, except for the days when I cheated a little bit. For the past 8 9 months, I've had ground beef for like, yeah, every single day for lunch and dinner, like at least 2 meals, some days 3 meals. And honestly, I am sick and tired of ground beef. I just cannot have it anymore. I've been like struggling to finish my meals lately, just because I'm just sick of the taste of ground beef. So I'm finally making the switch, trying out chicken. I think I put a little too much water, so my chicken's gonna be overcooked. But I have no problem with that. Like I can make it into like some pulled chicken and then add the rice and then like mix it and make something, like some kind of weird mix, some fried rice or something. But I thought the chicken cuts were a little thicker. However, they turned out to be pretty thin, so I was just like, my mind was somewhere else when I was putting the water in the pan. I was thinking about something else. And the color was because I added some taco seasoning, nothing strange. Yeah, so I guess for the next, I don't know, I want to say 6 months, but like based on my previous experience, I usually get tired of chicken and go back to ground beef. But maybe for a month, I'll eat just chicken. Oh, the rice is. Let's take care of that. Maybe for the next, yeah, the camera is like a little blurry. Biceps not too shabby. Yeah, but for the next month, I'll probably have chicken as the main source of protein, and then at some point I'll switch back to ground beef, because that's like, yeah. And that's pretty much the update for the day. Today I'll be training back. Maybe I'll take my camera with me. My shoulder, I stopped doing my morning cardio. I didn't do it yesterday. I did not do it today either. And just because of that, I feel like I'm getting a little more lazy, because I've been getting out of the bed a lot later. Today I got out of the bed at 9, but it's okay. If I sleep a little bit more, I think I've been really pushing my body during December with the cardio and the diet and the training, that I really need this sort of rest. And I already feel my legs feel so much better, but not like, there's still something going on there in my knees. I know that, yeah, I know there's a problem. So I will probably continue to skip my cardio, like reduce the cardio for as much as possible for about a week, and I will adjust my leg days as well, just going with the safer exercises, leg extension, leg curls. Definitely not gonna do like heavy, like a lot of volume on the squatting patterns, like squat movements or leg presses, just to give my knees a little bit of rest. My shoulders feel so much better today. I did plenty of warm up yesterday before I hit the chest, and then I made sure that I didn't do anything that's painful. I really took my time throughout the workout, and the same thing for today. I'm gonna take my time, properly warm up. I'm a little afraid because my elbows are still, the right one especially is a little painful. But we'll see. And that's pretty much it, guys. See you later. Well, took my camera and was about to go to my main gym to film an arm workout for this YouTube video. It is a Saturday, but unfortunately the trams are not working. There's a technical issue, probably due to the snow or something. So I'm going to that other gym, which is a commercial gym, and it's pretty close to me. I really don't want to skip it, unfortunately, I couldn't film an arm workout, so I guess I don't know. I'll have to come up with something else for today. Oh God, it's so cold. My hand is literally freezing.
The drive, the way he says my name, it feels like us. It feels like